Hey, this is Nick, and I'm going to show you how to use the 2018 version of the Super Bowl Square spreadsheet. Alright, let's get to the first version. Oh my god, the Patriots again? Are you kidding me? The Browns can't even make it to the play. Wait a minute. The Browns can't even win a single game. They can't even win a game. And here we are, the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, and they're probably going to win it again. Okay. Well, at least I won't have to update my spreadsheet. Alright, so here's the printable version of the spreadsheet. If you want to just print it off and write everything in by hand, this version is for you. I included an example from 2013 of how you fill it out. So let's get to the next version is pick your own squares. So this is where you type in the list of names, whoever's playing. And then you go back to the square spreadsheet, and using the drop-down lists, you can pick the squares for each player. So then once all these squares are filled out, you can hit randomize, and it will put in the numbers. So then during the game, you put in the score. 5-2, sure. And it will tell you who the winner is. So if I do like 7-5, it comes up with my name here. And oh yeah, I forgot to change this to the Eagles. Not that it matters because the Patriots are going to win anyway. Boo Patriots. Jealous Browns fan. Anyway, so then on the Pick Your Own Squares manager, this is where it'll actually automatically count the number of squares each person has picked. If you want to make money for charity, because you're not going to gamble using the spreadsheet, right? Or maybe you are. I don't know. So you can see how much money each person has donated to a charitable cause. Okay, so that is what I call the Pick Your Own Squares version. And if you play a different way, feel free to let me know, and I can see if I can incorporate it into the spreadsheet, or even just make a whole new one if you play a slightly different way. Next version is called Pick Your Own Squares, where the quarters rotate. So in this one, the numbers stay constant for all 4 quarters. So if the score is the same for all 4 quarters, the same person's going to win. Whereas in this version, when we hit randomize, there's different numbers for each quarter. So the chances of the same person winning are less, hopefully. So it works the same way. You just type the person's name and blah, blah, blah. So and then say blah, blah, blah. Choose all these squares. So quarter 1, score 8-9, because that'll totally happen. Let's make something up. So you can see here for the final quarter, if the Eagles score end in 6 and the Patriots end in 1, this guy wins. And so you can also put in the amount of money you're going to donate per each square. So $5, so the maximum donation would be $500. And let's say this person now owes $50. They have donated all $50, so they're fully paid. So that's the quarters rotate. And again, this is where each person can select what squares they want to have. Of course, when they're picking squares, none of the numbers should be filled in yet. But if you don't even want to assign or pick involved squares, you can go to a third way to play, which is called assign names to squares. So what you do here first is you type in the names whatever. And then you can say how many squares each person wants by using the drop-down list. So and this is a dynamic drop-down, so if you select 100, then the next person is going to have nothing to select because there's only 100 squares. So let's say that person selected 55. Now this person is left with, they could select up to 45. So if they do 5, this person could do 40, and so on, until all the squares are selected. So once all the names are entered and all the number of squares are picked, you can go back here and say assign names randomly. And there we go, all the names have been filled in. So N picked 55 squares, so his name is now in 55 different squares in the grid. And so then to add the numbers, you hit randomize numbers. And there we go. And then you just play it just like normal. You put in your final score and see who the winner is. So that's pretty much it. Those are the couple different ways you can play. Again, if you have any suggestions or comments, please let me know. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can hit that magical 1,000 number of subscribers. And have fun playing Super Bowl squares.